Hello everybody, welcome back to the Distrohop. Today is the 24th of August 2025. It is Sunday and today marks the end of the 4th week of the Distrohop challenge and by extension the end of the Distrohop challenge in itself. Now I have prepared this little presentation for you guys, so we are going to go through it now. So first off, you might be asking, what about Orion? Yeah, because in the spreadsheet there was Orion. We were gonna install Orion. In fact, I did try, but due to complications related to SE Linux, which is the kernel that Orion uses, the installer was not able to run, and Orion will thus be omitted from the challenge. It is very sad, but the installer did not work because of SE Linux permissions and stuff. I don't really understand. It's way above my head. But anyways, what distro will I actually be picking at the end of this challenge? Will I go back to old reliable Linux Mint? Will I go on a voyage with Solus? Will I don a fedora? Will I cross over the arch? Or will I eat Nix flakes for breakfast? Well, drumroll please. I will be switching to NixOS. Yes, that is right. The distro that I am currently on, I will be using permanently. Now, I didn't actually think that I would be liking NixOS so much, but honestly, I really liked it. And so, I will actually be using it from now on as my daily driver operating system. But, as I like to do with all of my installations of operating systems, I like to give my computer a name, and currently the host name for my NixOS installation is just NixOS, but we can't have that. We need to give it a proper name. Let's go to etc/NixOS, and you will be able to see that since I have actually split up my configuration into the configs folder, but let's env networking.nix. And also, yes, I switched to NeoVim now. I am officially a Vim user. But yeah, let's close that there. And also, although I did remap my movement keys to IJKL, so I can't be trusted. But anyways, we have the host name right here. Let's give it a proper one. Now, you might be asking, what are we going to name the system? Because my previous Mint installation was Spearmint, but obviously we can't name it Spearmint. This clearly is not Linux Mint. This is NixOS. But what I thought is that since NixOS has flakes, what else has flakes? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yep, I am naming my computer Cornflakes. That is what we are doing. Yes, my computer is now officially named Cornflakes. Let me just git add networking.nix get commit -m rename computer to Cornflakes. And now I will have to type in my password because I have to push it. Push -u or origin main. Give me a second. Okay, it has been pushed. My computer is now officially called Cornflakes, although I will have to NixOS rebuild switch. But I do actually... No, cancel. Okay, I'm not going to do that yet because I do want to actually go through the ratings of the distros with you, because I did finish rating NixOS earlier when I tried the whole thing with installing Orion before I installed Orion, because I thought it was going to be all sunshine and rainbows. I thought we were just going to install Orion and it would be perfectly fine. But no, that is not how things work around here. Apparently, it just literally said no. So yeah, you can see these are the final ratings for all of the distros. You can see our control Linux Mint actually scored the lowest out of the challenge, and Nix actually scored the highest at 65. I wrote 65 out of 10. It's supposed to be 65 out of 70. Anyways, you can see that Fedora and Arch are actually tied for 56 out of 70, which is a tied third place. And then second place goes to Solus, actually, at 59 out of 70. But you can see that NixOS clearly won at 65 out of 70. And Orion's just going to get a big fat DNF for everything. There we go. So Orion got disqualified because it did not install on my system. You know what? I'm just going to give it a 0 for installation. 0 out of 10 because it literally did not install. But anyways, yeah. That was my time on NixOS. Well, that is my time on NixOS. No, that was my time so far on NixOS because I will be continuing to use NixOS. I actually like it. Vimjoya has officially converted me, and also I have converted myself because I actually really like it. Probably the main reason is because it's like declarative. All of the packages I have installed are in my packages.nix file, so I can see exactly what I have installed, I can choose exactly what I have installed, and I can remove exactly what I don't want to be installed. It's really, really cool. My only issue is that if it's not installed with Nix, you can't run it. So if you just try and run a regular binary, it's just not gonna work. It just says no, literally. But yeah, that marks the end of the Distrohop challenge. So now you know, I am officially switching to NixOS, and I am now gonna run this rebuild command to officially call my laptop cornflakes. See ya!